Hey, how's it going? EismanGaming here. And today what I have for you is the second episode of my new Overwatch series is Climb Out of Gold, or you could say Escape from Gold, whichever really works. This is the second episode of the support series. If you haven't seen the first one, please check it out. I have a pretty good Baptiste Hanamura gameplay on there. Nothing too crazy. I mean, I'm in gold. I'd like to say that that first video is a good representation of myself. I introduce myself. I have some pretty cool clips in there. I talk a little bit about some analytical side as far as for like healing, support, elims, and I also have like win percentage in my support score. If you guys haven't seen it, check out episode 1 and then come over to here. It'll get you more situated with what's going on. If you guys have watched episode 1, awesome. That's great. We're going to move over to the computer side. I'm going to talk a little bit as far as for analytics. Nothing too crazy. I'm not going to dive heavily into it like the first one. I think I'm looking more at like the gameplay, see exactly what I did wrong in this gameplay, trying to nitpick it and go from there. The biggest thing with this gameplay is I'm playing Ana on King's Row. When I did it, I thought it was a really good gameplay. And then when you rewatch it and you consider uploading it up to YouTube for like people to see, I think it's pretty mediocre. Like, it definitely could be worse. Now we are going to go over to the analytics. I'm trying to figure out the root cause of like what's causing me to lose games. This is a great idea as far as for like to pinpoint things, but it's not going to be the deciding factor as far as everything. Like, for example, my highest support score is for 2416. Now this is on 714. So the gray column is deaths. My deaths went down as well. On 714, it was the lowest deaths. And on 714, it was also my highest score. I don't know if those numbers actually correlate, or if that's meaning that we're winning more team fights, so thus I'm like dying less. I don't know, it's really tough to say, because there's many factors to this, and I don't think it necessarily has to deal with the support score. I said previously in episode 1 that deaths is a big decider as far as for like winning games, because as support you're definitely not supposed to die. You're trying to win team fights, and that's pretty much it. Like, you're not supposed to die. Even though that was my highest support score, I didn't touch Brig, well, like from these last 2 days. Okay, so that is a total of 5 games. It looks like I won a game with BAP, or maybe 2 of them. Looks like I played like 2 games of Ana. Lucio, I won a game. And then Moira, I won a game. Okay. Now, my healing output went up about like 300. My elims barely went up by like 0.1 kills per 10 minutes. Hero damage actually went down. And then my deaths went down. I did add this up here from the last time, the average. So I'm sitting at about like a 2335, which I think my placement was like a 2350 or a 2250, I forget. My median score, now this is for healing and damage. This is not just for one or the other, it's for both. Sitting about like 6053. Yeah, I need to get my healing and my elims up. The hero damage doesn't honestly necessarily matter to me. I mean, hero damage is okay, like as far as for like building up like your ult or something, but healing you get much more from your ult, if I recall. Not from your ult, building up your ult. And as for this week, I was sitting at about like a 47 win percentage. So from the last video, the win percentage definitely did go down. One last thing that I did want to mention with this. The whole idea of this series is for me as a player to get better. I'm trying to pinpoint and find out my faults and see exactly what I'm doing wrong. I'm taking you guys as a viewer on with me. So not every single gameplay is going to be an awesome gameplay. Not every single analytical side is going to be that entertaining, but I mean, you can always skip through the sections. I will have chapters down below. In the description and at the bottom of like the video, you'll see like the chapters. But give you like a rough idea as far as for what's going on with it. But now we're going to go over to the gameplay. Ana on King's Row, and I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I did explain some about the gameplay, but I mean, shoot, just see it for yourself. Okay, so don't mind me. I'm going to add some extra commentary on top of this video as well. I'm going to be butting in every now and then. So I like to go Ana whenever we have a Rhine. It starts to like slow the game down a little bit more, and I'm a lot more consistent as far as for like healing. Because sometimes it can be pretty difficult, like on console, or at least for me. It's difficult to play Ana with like a Wrecking Ball or a Diva. I chose Ana because we have a Moira. She's going to have a lot of healing output. And on top of that, we're also going Rhine. So as long as I really, hit some antis or maybe get some sleep darts every now and then, and just kind of keep up with healing, I don't have to do too much. Whoa. I knew someone was hitting me, but come on, man. Oh, those are nice picks. We need to push. You have to go in there. I'm not worried about my Sigma to the left side. I hear this Genji on me, but I'm not worried about it. He's dead anyways. Yep, for sure, man. Yeah, it's funny during that, like, I tried to help Sigma out to possibly heal him, but after a few seconds, he stayed behind that wall, so I didn't even worry about it. I just said screw it and positioned on to the next spot. And I heard a Genji on him anyways, and I was like, okay, I'm just going to worry about Rhine. Junkrat, man. Actually, I almost got my ult again. Okay. Usually people in gold will, if they're a Rhine, as soon as they ult, they'll try to charge. So I like to take advantage of that as often as I possibly can and use my anti. Okay, good kills. I like that positioning a lot right there because I'm able to go in and out to hide from the enemy and also to heal my teammates. That's a bad sleep dart. I should have just held on to it rather than try and make a play. These have been some good games now. Like, they really have. I haven't been really talking too much, but these have been some solid games. Okay, I'm going to pause it. Okay, so the biggest takeaway I noticed from watching the gameplay and hearing my commentary back, I need to hold on to my resources a lot better and manage my kit. I need to hold on to the sleep dart as like a worst case scenario, just in case someone tries to come up on me or flank me or do a try to ult or something, you know, it's there in my back pocket, like literally in my back pocket. And then I need to be much more consistent as far as for the grenades. A lot of the times I was throwing them into like the Rhine shield and not really getting any value out of just throwing it away. Positioning was okay. I definitely could have just like calmed it down a little bit more and tried to like hit my shots much more consistently. But you know, it's pretty okay. You know, it's pretty like mediocre. I think I really am a good player. It just depends on the map and like how familiar I am with like certain characters and like where I position myself. Because there are some Ana maps I really am not Ana maps. There's some maps where I'm really good with Ana at, and it's just odd, really is. I mean, that's Overwatch though. There's a lot of maps. There's a lot of variety, a lot of characters. So, yeah. And it's funny because that point is really evident too, as far as for like lower ranked players, because sometimes people just aren't used to certain maps or know how to position themselves on certain maps, which, I mean, that's kind of why I'm doing the series, is to point out my own flaws. So I'm guilty of that as well. So it's like a 4v6 right now, 4v5. Our Moira is back. Those Zarya bubbles were pretty big. Okay, I'm pausing it. Our Moira came back into the fight. I used my nano on our Rhine pretty early in the fight, and I should have saved it. I should have held on to it when we had a maybe higher chance of winning, because the ult really just went to waste. I definitely should have just backed up more rather than going to this right corner over here, because then now I'm not trying to get sucked into this grav and then die. But I mean, it really doesn't matter at this point, because you can clearly tell like our Rhine died. We're at like a 4v5, 4v6, and we're not going to come back from winning this unless someone has a huge ult. It's just not going to happen. I should have just tried to die as soon as possible, because I forgot that you spawn all the way back here, and now I'm not going to be able to get there with this team fight. And I know with it being gold that people are more than likely going to try to fight as soon as possible without one of their healers. So, or at least they're poking right now. Okay. Okay, their Ana's down. Okay, we can definitely get this. He's probably gonna drop down, yep. Damn it, dude, that Zarya fucking bubble was nuts. See what I mean? Like, our own Rhine even charges after he ults. I think it comes with the rank mostly, and how familiar people are with like combos and things like that with heroes. Which I'm not trying to say I know everything, but like, you can kind of predict a lot of things when it's like that too. Okay, our Moira's down. Oh, nice kills, dude. Okay, so it's just a Tracer down then. There you go. Dude, these have been insane. This game is nuts. Oh my gosh. These fights have been really fun. Oh my gosh, dude, this is... Oh man. Kind of what I've been wanting, really. Just a fair, good fight. Just a good Overwatch, that's it. It looks like he's going for his ult or something. So, I like his positioning there. Okay, let's see this. Damn it. I should have kept him up. I should do that sooner. I do have my Nano when I get back in. But okay, it looks like it's going to have to be one more fight. Whoa! Dude, I'm McCree coming back. Someone's got to touch. Someone's got to touch it. Wow. That is insane. That is a way to win it. Wow. I'm giving that to McCree after doing that. And Junkrat players always love to do that. Ult, and then immediately jump down to get more kills for like a clip or something. Okay. So that shoots us up to a 2389. I'd actually like to see what happened at the end of that game. Okay, so I'm keeping on this last fight. You see McCree up there. You see my positioning. Junkrat's coming around for this ult of his. Now there Moira pops her ult. I should have done my grenade much sooner. Kills 2 people. McCree High Noon's way in the back. Oh, almost you see him way up there. He gets 2. Which I had no idea that he even got those picks. So now we're looking at a 4v4. Junkrats also like to do dumbass positioning when they ult. Okay, not every Junkrat, but lower tier ones will like risk it all just to get a like crazy clutch like moment or something. Junkrat's beelining to our Ryan. McCree comes back in. Trade. So it's a 2v3. No one's on the point except for Moira. Moira dies. They have no healers on the point now. It's just McCree in a 1v2. 2v2 now. Sorry, I forgot Sig was there. Here comes Ryan with a with his pin. With his pin from downtown. Pins McCree. That's just Sig. Here comes in Moira. Here comes in our Symmetra. No one's pushing the payload in all of this. Absolutely no one is touching the payload. Okay. And I was worried that the payload was going to be here. And I saw the grav, and it's fading to black on me. Let's go back. When Zarya popped this ult, I was afraid that they were pushing the payload, and it was actually right where Zarya was, you know, for them to cross. You know, because here I am, overlooking it. Well, just looking at it, not overlooking anything, and literally nothing happens. I don't know how they did that one. Let's see where we're staying at right now. I said a 2389. My most played is Bat Moira Ana now, which Ana has beat out Lucio. And our Ana is sitting at a 64 win percentage. Moira is 50, and Bap is 42. So maybe our way out of gold is with Ana. Hell yeah. Well, I appreciate you guys watching this video and watching it till the end. But yeah, thank you for watching, and have a good day. See ya.